You know, the sad, I was struck by the speech too. I mean, I obviously think it was one of the classiest speeches I've ever seen. How do you govern when your whole campaign was built on the hatred of somebody else? Once the absent that, because you just qualified a bunch of things. We don't know any of this thing. What we do know is that we're equally as motivated by not seeing her get the White House as seeing him do it. So what do you do when the whole premise of your hating people is not governance? So I think it's going to be interesting.
My colleague Carl Quintanilla, and I'm reading this, and on the trading floor of the New York Stock Exchange, according to Carl Quintanilla, people were booing, shouting, "Lock her up." These are the Wall Street people.
Right.
Some individuals. I mean, we know it wasn't the entire room, but it was enough that Carl Quintanilla, a responsible journalist, this is what was happening at this moment.
So dispiriting. I think decency lost last night, and that's what's so hurtful about this. Not just that Hillary Clinton lost, but our image of who we are as a people, that we're tolerant, decent people, suffered a real setback. That doesn't mean we can't get that back. Yeah. We've faced challenges in the past to our democratic system throughout American history, from slavery to Nazism. We have faced challenges before to who we are as a people, and we've risen to it. So what she was saying to us, this is so important, is stay in that fight. Don't give up trying to defend our Constitution.
But Michael, what does Speaker Ryan, there was a moment where the Republicans said, vote your conscience. Yeah. And there were leaders, Senator Cruz, Senator Rubio, who won and said he couldn't look his child in the face. How do they then govern? Do they try to move Donald Trump, or does he crumble them?
But that goes to the heart of the point I was making. That's what you're going to see play out during this period where the transition, where his team moves in and takes control of the government.
His team of Newt Gingrich, Rudy Giuliani.
But it's more than that. It's more than that. There's a whole other operation outside of what you saw in the campaign of people who are very highly seasoned, highly qualified individuals, many of whom I've known and worked with over the past, and feel comfortable in the role that they're going to play in the transition. But
who are these people? He sat next to 17 qualified Republicans and essentially destroyed them all with no money game compared to what Jeb Bush. I mean,
but what I'm trying to get you to look at is there's a difference between a campaign and all that goes into that and what comes out of that. And now assuming the government and the White House and all that goes in is required.
You're absolutely right. But that campaign was based on hate. Let me just say this. America saw exactly who it was last night. Exactly. Now, we could not like that image.
Half of it was.
Well, a pervasive half. Exactly who we are. I think Obama was what we aspired to be. Trump and his supporters are who we are. And I think we have to come to people said things. Those polls were so off that meant that people were not being truthful. That they said one thing and did another. And that, to me, is the crux. We have to accept who we are in order to evolve. We are not as far as we want to be.
He either plays to that demon, or he plays to our better angels.
We have to go.